Hi guys, this is Todd Toback, and in this video, I'm going to show you how to sell your properties to cash buyers. Hi guys, remember in this video, we're going to show you how to sell your properties to cash buyers. Now remember, this is the fourth video in a 5-part series on how to do your first wholesale deal. Now, great news guys, you've just locked up your first property, right? You use little to no money, you don't have risk, you didn't have to go to the bank, you didn't have to qualify, you don't have to deal with tenants, and you could smell, you could taste that first 5-figure paycheck. You are so excited you got the property locked up. Now remember, in the first video, I showed you how to find cash buyers, and you want to take this contract that you have. First thing you want to do, right? You don't want to wait 24 or 48 hours. You want to get on the phone and call all of your cash buyers. Now, hopefully you've done your homework. If you don't know how to do this, check out the first video in this series. But get on the phone and say, hey, Mr. Cash Buyer, I got a great deal for you. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath home. It needs about $35,000 worth of work. If you buy this thing and you fix it up, you could sell it for $300,000. And guess what? You could buy it for $200,000 today. And either they're going to say, hey, that sounds like a great deal, I'm going to drive by, or they're going to say, hey, no, I'm not interested. Now, if they're a real cash buyer and you got a great deal, they're going to move on it, okay? So make sure you want to work the phones when you have a motivated seller, okay, excuse me, a cash buyer, and you already have a deal locked up. Now, very, very important here, also collect email addresses. So you also want to email all of your buyers and say, hey, I've got a great deal in a great area of town. You can make a boatload of money, and here's what I'm selling it for. That's a great part about this business, is that you got a great product and you got real buyers. And if you got a good deal, guess what? Boom, that property will smoke. The other thing to think about though, if your heart is beating really fast and you're thinking, oh, I'm nervous, what if I don't sell it? Guess what? You have little to no money at risk. No big deal. Now, let's assume that you have a few buyers who are very, very interested. You want to let them go to the house, and if it's vacant, okay, then they can just go look in the property, and maybe you could put the property in a lockbox, okay, and I'll put a link below for the lockbox company that we use. And they can go look at the property, and if they want it, what you want to do is collect a earnest money deposit from them. This is money that says, hey, I'm serious about buying this property, I'm willing to commit to you, and if I back out, I'm going to lose this money. And depending what market you're in, it's usually between $2,000 and $5,000. I'm in the Southern California market. My average deal is usually around a $300,000 house. So I get a $5,000 check from day one, and it's non-refundable. And if they don't buy that house from me, if they don't perform, if they don't close, they lose that money. Now, most of my buyers, they perform, and we make a boatload of money. 5-figure paychecks. Everybody wins. But it's very, very important that if your buyer is serious about the property, that you collect a non-refundable earnest money deposit. Do not sell a property on a handshake. Usually the deal will not pan out that way. Always collect an earnest money deposit from your buyers. Now, one other thing to think about is that if you have a relationship with a buyer and they bought multiple properties from you, you also want to have a VIP buyers list. So sometimes I'll call a buyer and say, hey, I got a great deal, and check it out, and I'm going to give you a 24-hour first look, so they can go out to the property before anybody else does and make a decision whether they want it or don't want it. And it's a special thing that I do for my cash buyers. Now, if they want the property, they've written out a $5,000 non-refundable earnest money deposit. What I do at this point is I write a purchase agreement with them, and it says that they're going to buy the property from me. Very, very, very important to get that purchase agreement signed, and it states all the terms of the sale. Now, guys, remember, this is video 4 of a 5-part series on how to do your first wholesale deal. In the final video, we'll be talking about actually how to close these deals and get paid. So I'll see you in the next video. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching my videos. If you look to your right-hand side, make sure you subscribe and get all of our YouTube videos. Step 2, make sure you leave a comment. I would love to hear from you and answer your questions. And step 3, if you look in the description of this video, you will see a link where you can get a free workshop on how to make your first 5-figure paycheck in real estate.